welcome everyone to the Elevation Podcast. Just six idiots being idiotic, and we can't even sync our audio. That's how bad we are.
It took us 20 minutes.
Thank you, sir.
If you want
amazing.
subjects like whatever. Guys, just subscribe. This is gonna be fun. We're just gonna be talking here because we have nothing else to do with our lives, and
It's gonna be epic.
So I
Very
guess we're
epic.
just gonna introduce ourselves right now. So Navadik, you can start, then we'll go in order.
Hey everyone, I'm Navantic, and I'm a YouTuber.
He's a
You sound so
YouTuber.
confused.
Nice.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm pretty nice. So, let's think of us let's talk about Corona. How's Corona going with you guys?
Bruh.
Wait.
Someone else.
I'm sorry, do we not even exist?
You're not the only person here.
No, guys.
Oh
my God. I forgot what we're doing.
Lucas, you go.
Okay, my turn. So my name is Lucas. Many people like to call me as Luke Ass. You can call me that if you wanna. I don't mind because
Okay,
I'm just
Ass.
used to it already. I do Twitch and YouTube. I just do random stuff like stand for like 6 hours or like do puzzles and stuff, Yeah, so we're gonna be doing this stupid podcast because it's fun, Yeah.
Epic. Yeah, my name is Mantu and I do YouTube, because that's what it is at. Yeah, I just do random shit on the internet, like everybody. Yeah. You go, Quivy.
Hey lads, Quivy's here, and yeah, I'm a generic commentary channel. I do basically videos of where I talk about random stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I like the idea of making a podcast with these lads, so I came aboard.
That sounds like the most scripted thing I've ever heard.
Just a weird
That's legit
document.
not scripted. That's legit not
Hello,
scripted.
lad. Okay, so I'm gonna start. I haven't prepared for this, so I'm just gonna go on the top of my head, even though I don't have one. Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Shakul. I do content creation on YouTube, and I'm mentally unstable. I need help. And I do content. Yes.
Yes.
Hey, round of applause for everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. We
Wait.
forgot Slick.
There's one more.
We forgot to Slick, boys.
Slick, promote your channel.
Hi, I'm Slick. I do gaming and math in private. So tough.
Oh god.
Yeah. Now that's amazing.
Yeah, that's
I'm
epic.
crying.
Wow,
right now.
We've actually gone past the intro.
Oh
now.
my
GGs,
God.
guys.
We did it. Applause
Yeah,
for everybody.
finally.
We finally did an
Alright,
intro
so-
after 5 minutes, after half an hour.
So what are we gonna be talking about
After
today?
7 minutes of
Okay, guys,
talking.
calm down.
Yeah.
What are we gonna be talking about today again? Because I got no idea.
Corona, right?
And how it
Yeah,
affected
we're talking about Corona, yeah.
your life,
Not
I
the
guess.
I'm pretty sure everyone knows what Corona is, though. So
I mean, the best argument is that sucks.
It does
Best
suck
argument.
indeed.
That's
I
the
mean-
best thing you can say about it.
if like Corona actually does help with like stocks, because everything went down. Okay,
Lucas just
And
wants
so-
money.
gold is on an all-time high now. Silver is almost at an all-time high. Stocks are going up. So if you want money, just put all your money. Okay, don't put all your money. Just put money in stocks, bro. Wait for this whole thing to end, and you'll be good.
All of your grandma's savings, just put it in there.
Yeah, just put the money.
P.S. If you guys don't have money, don't grab your parents' credit card. Just
P.S.
No. No, I said
Bro,
P.S.
no, I don't think your
P.S.
parents will be mad. You'll
We are
just be
not held
profiting.
responsible for any losses.
Exactly.
Guys, I sell Fortnite V-Bucks.
But you'll just be profiting for your parents. Honestly, how would they become mad? Then?
Yeah,
like,
unless
you're
it
not
goes
spending
wrong.
the money.
I mean, you're kind of taking it without them knowing. They might
And?
need it.
You're kind of like stealing,
You'll take the money, and then you'll give them back
To be
more.
honest, like, stealing your parents' credit card is the most convenient thing to get money ever.
I mean,
Facts.
you're not
Bro,
wrong.
I know all
but
my parents' credit cards credentials from.
Wait, is that
Top of my
supposed to be a good thing, or is that supposed to be
I
a
mean,
bad thing?
if I don't have money in my credit card, I just type in their stuff without needing the credit card. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, do you
So they
want
just
to
trust
tell
you
me
with
the?
it?
I can tell you the numbers, the 3 digits on the back as well.
I would rather
you
not.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
Yeah, please
You
don't.
really shouldn't.
I was kidding. I'm not that dumb, guys.
I mean,
Just
making
it's
sure.
Lucas. He can be dumb.
I
Wait,
am
so
dumb,
do we
but
live
not
in-
that dumb.
Do we all live in different countries, by the way?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Yes.
do.
Yeah.
everyone.
Alright,
This
let's
is
just-
an international podcast.
So
Alright,
where do
let's
y'all
just-
live?
High ping, as I like to call it.
Ah, yes.
I live
I
in
live in the Netherlands.
Latvia.
I live in Egypt.
Where?
Where?
In
I live in Egypt.
In Egypt, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I
Hi.
used to live there for 4 years. Egypt's lit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ah,
Yo.
yes, Mr.
Bro, where do you
Pyramid
live
Man.
in Egypt?
Hold up.
In Cairo.
Private.
Cairo? I lived
Yeah.
in Madi. That place is nice.
Yeah, well, I'm from Romania. That's
That's pretty
not
cool.
very.
We got people from
I
all
guess.
over Europe and Middle East. Ish.
So we have 3 people from Europe, two people from the Middle East, and then Shaq.
Asia.
Wait, what about Slick?
He's
Oh, yeah,
Asian.
Slick. Yeah, Slick is
Southeast
from?
Asia. Pakistan.
Yeah, so that's also is that Middle East or is that
And
Asia?
Checo's in
Southeast
Israel.
Asia.
Yeah.
Wait, let's just talk about how coronavirus is in your country. Like, basically, just in everybody's country.
Damn, I don't really
If
know.
you're gonna
I
talk
haven't
about corona
checked.
anyway.
Bro, coronavirus basically doesn't even exist here. The cinemas are open. Everything is open. You can do whatever you want. Like, barely. No one's wearing masks anymore. I think we're like the second country who has the most least cases, and like last time someone got a case was like last month or something. No, not really, but still, like everything's open here. Like I don't feel like the virus is even here anymore. So
Well,
honestly, yeah.
in my country, it's the exact opposite. I think we're the first most infected, like in Europe. So, yeah.
I mean, isn't Italy the one?
That's Italy, right?
infected?
Like, wait, I would need to Google this, but we got, I think, like 3rd place or 2nd place most infected, like something like that.
Imagine
And
second place is
it's-
just Latvia.
And the actually funny part about this is that most of the things are open. Like, people don't care. Like, it's so stupid that people don't care about, like, the fact that
I mean, it's
they risk being infected. Like, it's actually crazy.
mean-
They don't even have masks.
I'm the
Similar
exact
situation
same as
here.
yeah. Similar
I'm-
situation with me, like with me and Lucas. Like we have everything opened here. We have like cinemas, sporting clubs. Basically, everything is open. It's just our cases are high though. Like we're getting like 500 cases per day, like 40 deaths per
Yeah.
day.
why is everything
which, I mean,
open?
I don't know. I mean, the cases are still going down even after everything is open.
Like,
Wait, do
but
they
our
still
cases
have-
are-
Do they still have traffic lights there, or did they
Yeah,
remove
yeah,
them
yeah.
again? Like they
I
only
mean-
put traffic lights in Egypt like a few years ago, but they put them in the worst places, like behind trees and like roundabouts. Like who puts traffic lights in roundabouts?
What the fuck?
When did this
I mean-
conversation change to traffic lights?
I don't know.
I like it how
I don't
we-
know. I
What
mean,
happened here?
I like how we went to
there-
COVID.
Wait,
to
so who hasn't
traffic
talked
lights.
about this country yet? I mean,
I
me,
mean-
but...
Me.
Alright, Slick, go.
Yeah, go.
Well, yeah. Well, we have a lot of cases, but at this point, everyone's become so desensitized to it that no one really gives a shit. We're getting like 2,000 new cases a day, and that's just because that's this stupid country's testing limit. Otherwise, we'd
Are
be
you-
in the hundreds of thousands a day.
Yeah,
Here it's like, it's actually alright. I mean, we still have decent amount of cases every day, but everything is open under precautions. So like swimming pools and shit like that, but you just have to like reserve everything. It's not bad. You don't have to wear like mouth chisels, so that's cool.
I mean, we have swimming pools. Like swimming pools are closed here for us. Like the one like right next to me is closed. Like you can't go there since the precautions in Egypt. Like you can't go And like you can't even go to beaches. You can't go to pools. Like beaches and pools are closed here, or like both of them are closed here.
I mean, it's the same thing as one too, but we have it a bit more like I don't want to call it like a bit more dangerous, but I live in a country where it's small and like we have like a lot of people here. COVID here is like it's I don't want to say it's bad, but like it's going all right for the time being. But a lot of people are getting infected just because they're not wearing a mask. So I would advise people who are watching wear a mask whenever they go out and be safe.
Yeah, be safe.
Hmm.
Be safe.
Yeah, Corona's still a serious thing. Like we don't know when this is gonna end. There's still no vaccines.
Yeah.
Although there are a lot of vaccines that are like being made right now, there's still not any vaccines made. So if you go out there and you don't wear a mask, please wear a mask. Like,
But
please.
didn't
like,
they just
please
like
wear a mask.
I heard somewhere that they found like a vaccine which was working, which like makes your immune system like against the virus or something.
I'm pretty sure it's not tested well enough to like go to the wide public though.
Well, yeah,
Or
but
it's
like
still
I
in
think they
testing.
tested it on like, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
I really
and,
hope they have a vaccine soon.
like the news in my country say something like by 2021 we should have one if we're lucky. Like one vaccine, and it's actually pretty scary to think that it will be almost 2 years of like having to worry about this, you know?
I accidentally pressed my soundboard on my keyboard, and I just had like 3 different sounds coming out at once.
Good job.
My God.
Professionals.
Very
Yes.
And speaking about like vaccines, like when do you guys think Corona's gonna end?
Oh,
It could
that's
it could take so long.
a good question. I mean,
I think
If I have to bet, like it will probably not end because it's like it's a virus. It can mutate. So even if you have a vaccine, if you don't do it in time, it can mutate. So it's basically kind of, I don't know how to say this, hard to get rid of because people are
It's kind of
so
like the flu.
yeah.
are so ignorant that they like don't care and they don't like try to not get infected. They are so, as I said, ignorant. They don't want to do anything about it.
And another thing is just the countries opening up way too early. For example, in our country, we had a very small number of cases for a long time, so they thought that it's fine to open the country. They opened for like half a week, the cases started to blow up, and then they were like, oops, okay, never mind, forget that. And they went back and haven't stopped growing since then. So that's another thing that governments are judging it wrong. Just because it's not infecting as quickly doesn't mean it's gone. Just means your quarantine is working.
Hmm.
Yep.
yeah, true. Honestly,
So do you
like
guys?
it would be best if we just like went into full quarantine all of the countries, but that's just not really.
I
We
mean,
can't do
that
that
would
because,
also be a pretty bad idea. Well,
It would be just because of all the people that would just get furious about it.
yeah. Also,
Okay,
but
like,
like if go ahead, Romantic.
Like, the problem with like going full quarantining, people are gonna get a lot like more fired than now, and like if a country does that, their economy is gonna go like to like it's gonna be so bad that they're gonna have to reopen somehow, even though they're opening early.
Hmm. But I don't really think full quarantining is a good idea because a lot of people.
I mean, it isn't.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. I understand where you're coming from, Mantu, but
It's like a last resort.
yeah, it's like you get something, but you don't get something in return. You know, it's like
I mean, like
you you go out, you go full quarantining, but then you won't be able to get like any groceries or any product that you need for.
I mean, at least here, like even if we were to go into full quarantine, like we would still be able to get groceries and stuff like that. You just couldn't go outside for anything else but that.
I mean, it makes sense if you think about it. Like, and it's not actually that bad if people were actually wearing masks, because I've seen a lot of people, even in my country, like when they go to get groceries or whatever, they don't even get a mask in the first place.
I mean, a lot
Like,
of
Mm.
even if the place that you go and buy them tells you, hey, you should have a mask, they still don't do anything about it. Like, they don't take any masks. They just go inside and buy whatever they want to buy, and it's kind of annoying.
Yeah. Do you guys remember when, like, at the start of Corona, like, everyone was buying toilet paper and then everyone
Yeah.
was, like,
Yeah,
so
I
mad
don't
about
still find
everyone
that on
cleaning
the
up the
internet.
shelves?
I remember the first time when we heard about Corona here in Israel. Everyone just started laughing and putting on costumes, and it
Oh,
was
here,
supposed to be
here
as
was
a
like the
joke,
complete
and
opposite.
nobody really gave a damn. But now everyone's just looking back at it and they're like thinking, "What the hell? Why is this actually happening?"
That didn't age well.
Yeah, it didn't. It
Exactly.
really didn't. A lot of the teachers
Many
also
people
thought
were
it was
like-
a joke, which is kind of sad.
Oh, that's really sad. Like, many people here were like the complete opposite. Everyone's like freaking out. But I think everyone was too scared because it wasn't really that bad here, comparing to other countries. But it's good that people were cautious. Everyone started wearing masks. Everyone didn't go outside as much, which was good. And we didn't really need like that. Like, the police and everything didn't control much. So, I guess that's a good part.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, everyone was
Problem
So,
here-
when do you guys,
Yeah.
like,
And that-
I don't wanna
what
call
do you
it-
I
guys
think
think
that's-
that is a big thing that happened in 2020 that we're going to look
I
back
think
at
like
in, like,
that's
5 years' time,
one
and
of
then
the
we're going to
reasons
see,
why
like, oh my
it
god,
ended
this
here
happened in
so
2020.
quickly. I mean, there's still like a few cases, like
Like,
a
other
week,
than
but
Corona,
not.
of course.
There's barely anything happening here anymore.
Yeah.
Mm.
Honestly,
Hello?
like right here, the problem is that everybody went on vacation.
Who left?
Romantic, why did you leave?
Yeah, but what I was saying is that like
Like,
everybody is just
The
going
thing
on
is, no one
vacation.
really cares, and it's really sad how they complain afterwards that something bad happens, like, oh,
Mhm.
why does this happen to me, and stuff like that, but then they don't actually realize it's their fault. Like, you should protect yourself. That's how it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, exactly. So, quick question. So, has anything, like, happened in 2020 that you guys will look back
no,
at?
he
Of
cut
course,
out.
like, other than Corona?
Yeah, you gotta. I
Like,
didn't
in
hear
5 years?
Same here.
Okay, sorry. If there's anything in in 5 years' time, is there anything in 2020 you guys are gonna look back at and then think like, oh my god, this happened in 2020? Of course, like, other than Corona and stuff, you already know that it's gonna be here for we're always gonna remember this.
I mean, yeah, this year has been like huge. Like, so many
Yeah.
things have been happening.
Kobe
I mean, there's
Bryant's
also many
death.
personal things,
Yeah.
like achievements I've had and stuff. Like, this has been a really good year for me, but like
So that's same.
outside of me, like, the year has been like tough for like
It's
the whole
been
world.
very bad. Yeah, especially all the
Uh,
deaths
for
that
me-
have been happening this year. It's just fucking absurd.
For me, it hasn't even been that bad. It's just been really weird. Just having like nowhere to go. Like you should just stay inside, and that's just really weird. Personally, I'm quite a free person, so I like to go outside, like to go to places, like to go to friends and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
being forced to just stay inside is really weird. But honestly, it is not that bad if you think about it.
It's
We are still alive and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
average person, it's a pretty okay year. It's kind of boring because everyone has been like reduced in what they can do. But if you look at the media, then it's like a shit year.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
So much bad happened.
Yeah.
You
Oh my
guys
God,
wanna
you
know
just-
something?
It's a riot.
Who's getting arrested?
Wavy, what the? Who has an ambulance here?
It's like you
Quavy,
get
you have an
that?
ambulance.
Yeah. Anyway,
This is
So,
the sound of
when
the police.
This is really good for the podcast, you know? Good timing. Insane timing.
yeah, the insane timing it was that it was next to my house. Anyway, you wanna know something? Like, people in the future will be like, probably we'll see this in the history books. Like in 2020, people were like ignorant, like, they were ignoring the virus and stuff. And probably kids will hate us for ignoring this because they will have to learn more.
They already do. This has been a packed
Yeah.
year.
No, I feel
Yeah.
like
Agree.
it's just gonna be like all the same history books. It's like, how did this impact the world? What could they have done to stop it faster? What could
I mean-
they have done to not make it spread as much? It's like it's gonna be the same thing just with
Just
the
don't
virus.
virus, lol.
I'm guessing, looking back at him, in like 5 years' time, everything is just gonna be very, very weird and very like people that are gonna be born in like 20 to 30 years are gonna think, what the fuck? Why? How did you guys survive that? And why? What did you do to survive? And we'll just come up with such stupid stories that it would be absurd to
Started a YouTube channel, played Rocket League.
Maybe wait, maybe
I
it's
mean,
gonna, maybe it's gonna be like
think about it. Think about it. It was the same thing with the Black Plague. How did they survive? Like the health, like the medical thingies were not even existing back then. Like we have now hospitals and stuff. So how did they survive? Their hygiene was worse than anyone ever has nowadays. You know, like that's the same thing as now. Like people in the future will be like, "What the heck did you do to survive?" You know what I mean?
Maybe it's gonna be the same thing. Like, what if in the future when we're reading the history books, I don't know if I'll still be alive or something, but still, what if they're gonna be over exaggerating everything? Because we have
That's
no
what
idea.
they will
What
do.
if they over exaggerate everything in history books? What if like some stuff isn't actually like real and stuff?
It's
You know,
it's
like-
gonna be kind of like the media. It's gonna be like those
Yeah.
news outlets.
You want to know the truth about something that even in history books, I don't know if you seen this, but usually what is written is chosen by the winner. Like even throughout the wars, like what they want you to hear is what the winner says, not
You mean what the writer
uh,
says, right? Not the winner.
like, the guy that wins the war, essentially.
bro,
You
does
mean
that
the
mean-
country?
The loser isn't really there to write.
Does that mean
Yeah.
I can write a history book then?
I
You know,
mean,
'cause
anyone
I've gone
can.
through all this.
Yeah, anyone can write a history book, but it just depends how you put it and how you write
Bro,
it.
I'll start writing now, and then I have like old scriptures of kids writing. This was so hard, and then I'll become famous. You know.
Ah, yes, very much, yeah.
Imagine like in 50 years, just like when you're like old and like a grandpa or something, and then you look back at the history books.
What do you
and
think
then,
I'll
like,
be
in
a grandpa?
2020, there was
Buddy, you assume
coronavirus.
50 years, you're not a grandpa.
Yeah,
But no, but yeah, you're gonna be like an elderly man, but like still, like when you
Okay.
look at the history books,
Elderly
you're gonna be
man.
like, I lived in 2020. Oh my god, I was there when coronavirus happened. Like,
Oh my god,
I wonder
isn't that
how-
kind of so loop?
I wonder.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh my
I
god.
wonder how.
Like no, I mean like I saw, as I said, oh my god, like we were there when coronavirus happened, and like
I honestly don't think that the coronavirus is gonna be a very big thing in like 30 years. People aren't gonna
Mm-hmm.
really remember it that much.
It's
I
gonna be
feel
like,
Because if you
like
look at like the Black
it's-
Plague or something like that, the amount
mean,
of
yeah.
impact that had was so much more than the coronavirus right now.
But
But
it's
it's-
still a
it's
global
still-
pandemic. I mean, people
yeah,
will
it's still
remember it.
global and it's
And it's still well recognized and studied.
That's true.
So it's not lost all significance. It's just
I mean, I'm not saying
not
that. I'm
talked
just
about.
not saying that it isn't gonna be talked about that much, unless you're talking about history. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Yeah,
time
I
will
just-
tell. Honestly,
But that depends.
I just-
If the coronavirus mutates into a zombie virus, then it's gonna be talked about quite a lot.
Okay, The Walking Dead.
I mean, it's still.
It's just a possible theory.
like
It's-
guys, let's be honest. There's already things like viruses that not viruses, but parasites that take control of dead ants. So what do you expect at this point?
What do
Like,
you,
there-
yeah, and
If you look up, there's actually a parasite that takes control of a dead ant. So
And if you
I
also
did-
look up, there is a virus that eats skin. So, perfect combination.
yeah,
yep.
there's a
I
virus
guess
that
the
eats
zombie
skin.
pandemic.
I wonder how.
We're
how
gonna
we can
die.
get to this.
Call of Duty, real life.
I
The final game.
like
Fallout
Call
how
of Duty
5.
zombies, bro.
I like how we started talking
Yeah.
about clapping, then introducing ourselves to COVID, to traffic lights, and to viruses that eat
Zombie.
skin.
To Call
Yeah.
of Duty zombies.
Yeah.
How
I mean,
did we
if
get
we're
to this?
discussing possible scenarios, this is one of them. However unlikely.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
and
unlikely, but it's a fun alternative, you know. Like,
Is it really fun though?
I mean, The
it's
Walking.
Yeah,
not.
fun
If you
than
look,
it's
this.
not fun.
if
Guys,
you look
calm
at the
down.
Walking Dead zombies, they're pretty slow, you know. So
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
gonna
no,
be one of
well,
them.
they can be anything, bro.
Okay,
Like, that's
only
change
how they-
topic, change topic because this is
Probably.
The Walking Dead is just how they imagine zombies. Like they can be.
This is a changing the topic song.
Okay, and I also just read
Very subtle,
like
very cool.
Yes.
yeah, coronavirus pandemic is quote unquote most severe global health emergency ever, and that's what
Oh, please.
the
No,
World Health
I don't-
Organization
No.
chief Tedros Adhanom says. So I don't know. It's probably gonna
He
be
obviously hasn't heard of the Black Plague then.
Or
mean-
many others before it.
I mean, they're not.
But the
wrong,
Black
but the
Plague
media-
killed 1/3 of the European population, so it's definitely not the
people-
most severe.
The media
Very
isn't
over
wrong.
exaggerated.
The media isn't wrong, but like, it's one of the most deadliest viruses that happened here. So
recently,
yeah, recently and also
Damn, we all went through a global pandemic before we even got a girlfriend. Mm.
yeah.
Bruh.
Okay, so
I
let's
guess-
talk about
I-
the
I-
music industry, I guess, because
I mean,
Yeah.
we can
mus-
say that weebs have girlfriends, so they don't have the problem about girlfriends, right?
Hey, that's
Yeah.
racist against weebs.
Hey, they
Calm
have
down there.
Bruh.
Weebs
They
aren't
have
a
the-
race. How? What?
what?
That's racist.
Wait, I checked, right?
What?
I checked how many deaths the Black Plague got in coronavirus. The coronavirus is only at 600,000, and the Black Plague is 475 million. So we aren't
Yeah,
at Black
it's-
Plague level yet.
Yeah,
It's
well,
being
yet.
massively exaggerated.
Yeah.
So
Did you guys see like the
guys hear-
fashion with like masks going on now? Like everyone's taking masks as a fashion right now. Everyone's making like
It is.
like,
yeah.
I've seen like a,
They're just-
Bro,
a
what did you
Supreme
expect from the
mask.
fashion industry, dude?
Honestly, they're just trying to be creative, I guess.
They just want money.
Or
to
bored.
Be honest.
If you
People,
bore people like this, they're gonna do this.
people are using.
Yeah, like imagine just wearing a Supreme mask in public. Like imagine.
People are just using masks now.
People
for,
do
for
that.
money. Like
I'm pretty sure that Durex got a mask out. Like they are sending masks too.
I wouldn't doubt
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah.
I'm checking actually.
I wonder how the music industry is going to change in 20 or 30 years.
I
Could be
mean,
the same corrupt thing.
yeah, like if you look at it in a realistic manner, either it's going to be worse or it's just going to be the same. Because the way it evolves right now, it's not like getting better, it's kind of going backwards if you look at it
The music
realistically.
industry sucks, bro. It's just running everything. The one of the main reasons that the Article 13 is gonna take place is because of the music industry. That's like the only reason. Plus
Yeah.
DMCA, music industry. Like they're just not letting anyone use their creative freedom or whatever. It's like it's so dumb.
DMCA.
Like, everyone
DMCA
knows
is-
DMCA
Yeah,
or whatever.
and we're all content creators, so we all know how we
Well,
like.
yeah.
Let's
We all
talk
know.
about
Yeah, with
getting
DMCA.
monetized or demonetized. Oh.
I mean, we're not at the level to be monetized
but you-
because we're all
but-
small content creators, but I
Bro,
still
I
think-
am.
But you can still get demonetized. Like
Yeah.
my first two videos that I posted were reaction videos about TLC, like My Strange Addictions. Yoink that demonetization button.
Well, because it's a
I mean-
TV outlet, of course they'll
Still,
grab
but
it.
it's fair use.
I mean,
It's not fair use because it's copyright. They might have put in
Yeah,
copyright
but
on
you're
it.
Shekel.
reacting on it.
Sh-
But
Shekel,
like everyone knows you didn't make that program, so why even copyright it? Like-
so Shekel, the thing
What's
is
up?
that that fair use works like this. If you criticize the content, you can still monetize your video if it's transformative.
Well,
If you
not
like put if you put like 5 seconds of you talking and you leave the rest of the video, yeah, it's not fair use. But if you are actually like transformative in the content you're making and you're modifying it per se, it's actually fair use. If you know what
That's
I
the
mean.
thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a reaction video about something like that, it's fair use. Which I did. I think I talked like 10 minutes and I showed like 3 minutes of the video. But it still got
And then you
demonetized,
got
and I
claimed,
put in a
yeah.
claim and they still just denied it anyway.
I
Because
mean,
YouTube.
DMCA is one of the biggest things that happen to Twitch or any streaming platforms with YouTube and content creation in general. It's become one of the biggest issues with a lot of content creators and streamers. Um, I've been I've been thinking of I don't know how to explain it, but I've been thinking of like what's it called?
Bro, Article 13 is next. What are you expecting? DMC is just the beginning. Article 13 is just gonna be whole next level. Like if they don't stop
Soon-
it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be super
Mhm.
bad.
Soon enough, you're gonna get caught. You're gonna get DMCA'd or copyright striked by just playing the game. That's what I feel like content creation is gonna be like.
No,
in the
that's
next 5 years.
I really hope it isn't, because
that's
would
what
suck
Article
so
13
much.
is gonna be.
Yeah.
Like many people say that if like when Article 13 takes place, if it does take place, but it's already approved, so it's they said each country has like 2 years, 2 to 3 years, so it's gonna be it's probably gonna be next year, so Quibi, I love what you just sent there, but yeah, basically, like many people say that you won't even be able to use games in your videos or like stream games because it's you don't have the permission. It's so dumb. Like they exaggerated so much that
It's-
I mean, there's a right way to do Article 13 and there's a wrong way. What you're talking about is like taking it too far. But
yeah, that's
in
what
a-
they're doing.
Yeah, but if they do reel it under control, I do see it being good for both content creators and other content creators that those content creators are using the content of, if you can follow
Yeah,
me
but
there.
currently Article
Thir-
13 has the advantage. Like we're
Yeah.
good with what we have now with the normal YouTube copyright system because I think
mean-
it works well enough.
Well, then your expectations are very low if you think that's good enough.
Well, no,
Yeah.
like okay, it is broken. Like many times, I just get falsely copyright striked or stuff like that. But like, we don't need anything worse. Like they can improve it a bit so it works better. But like, we don't need the restriction of playing games and videos like that. That's just dumb.
I
And
feel
also
like
what I think is like when you try to like get rid of your copyright claim, right, on the video, you have to ask the guy that copyright claimed you if it's fair. Like,
Obviously,
what is
he's
that
not
about?
gonna say like, "Oh, it wasn't
You're
fair.
not
My
sending
bad."
it to YouTube. That's a problem. You're sending
Yeah,
it to some
To
random
the guy
guy.
that tries to claim you. And then he can decide if it's fair or not.
I mean I don't.
And they're obviously going to decide in their own favor if there's
Yeah.
any money to be
Mhm.
made off of it, so that's not really fair.
I mean, they can just leave you until the last day, and then reject your appeal. You know, like
I mean, they can
They
reject
can
it the
take-
first day if you want.
they can wait to take your money, and then they can reject your appeal. That's how it works because YouTube
Yeah.
doesn't care.
Mhm. If we're already speaking about content creation and streaming in general, why did you guys pick YouTube and Twitch?
I mean, my first and the most motivation on YouTube was to, how can I say this? Have fun. One of the main things. Like, I didn't come on YouTube to make money in the first place. So it was just, I don't know how to say this. I didn't care really about the demonetization and stuff. But when you think about it, money is still motivating. Like, if someone says that, yeah, I don't care about money, they're just lying because, hey, you might not care, fine, but you're still wanting to get that money eventually because it's motivating. You can see, hey, I get $50 this month. It's something that I gained, you know?
Yeah, but I think it is like
It's
not people not wanting the money or they don't care about it. It's just not their first priority. For me, for example, it's like I really like making people laugh, and that's why I do YouTube videos. I just
I
like
feel like
having the thought in my head of making people stay a little better. But money is a good thing too.
So
Yeah, like if you can like do what you like, as in like make people happy and make money out of that, that's like the best job you can have. Like, and like even if you get like demonetized, like I feel like most of our channels like are not gonna get demonetized since
you
like
cut out again.
Yeah.
okay, I feel like most of our channels are like fine for like
uh,
monetization and stuff.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
But
like,
I
I don't
feel
think there's
like-
gonna be much of a problem.
I personally, I think you cut out again.
I feel like
try to push
I
that
I
talk a
stopped
little harder.
talking. I
Oh.
yeah.
Well,
feel like
I personally, when I started YouTube, that was like what, almost 4 years ago. Well, that was my first YouTube channel. I've gone through like 3 YouTube channels now. Well, no, I'm on my 3rd one now. But like when I started, I didn't even know you could make money. So I just wanted to make videos because I loved it. I just wanted to get into editing because I love the concept of
Yeah,
putting
same.
clips together and just doing random stuff. My first video was actually me going on a bike ride and just exploring my neighborhood. Now I do like more of stream highlights and stuff like that. But I've been starting to earn from Twitch, and I can say it like, in all honesty, it really motivates me to keep going because like money really does motivate me to
money.
like of course it's not the only thing, but it's
I
still
mean, money is a great motivator.
yeah, and
money
like
is a great I don't know, what's it called, a driving factory for content creators and streamers. I don't want to say it like it affects them a lot once they become like overly how do I say this, Quavy, stop typing on the keyboard. um shit, what was the word? I keep forgetting the word. It's a driving factor for a lot of content creators.
It's a nice extra for content
Yes.
creation.
Yes.
And for me, like, I used to stream. Like, I used to do YouTube, then I used to stream, then I used to do. Now I'm doing YouTube again. And it's just such a lovely feeling of, for example, getting a subscription on your Twitch or getting, like, if you see, like, if you made some revenue, But for me, like I said before, it's just not the driving factor. And I don't think you should have it. And if you do, that's just a really wrong way of going into YouTube.
If
my 2 main goals for Twitch. I mean, I'm focusing more on Twitch. I used to focus on YouTube a ton, but now I've just been more to Twitch because when I started doing Twitch, I was like, this is where I belong. This, like, I love this place. And like streaming is like way more my thing, and like my favorite thing is to just talk with people on Twitch. That's why I want to become bigger. So I mean, I don't want to like, I don't want to get like thousands and thousands of viewers. I would be good with like 50 viewers, and when there's constantly messages going which I can answer to and just talk with people and start conversations. That's what I love doing on Twitch most. But currently it's really hard. Sometimes it really demotivates me because I want to keep talking to people, but there might not be as many people. So you really gotta know how to also entertain yourself when you stream.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, and then another factor is to just get bigger, get myself out there, and of course there's also money to put back into my streams and just support my family and such. And it would be awesome to have that as a job.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like the really good thing about YouTube is like getting people to like kind of like accompany you while you're doing something. Like when you're like gaming, you can like have people like, for example, if you're like bad at a game, you can maybe have a viewer who's like good at the game, and then maybe it can coach you. And
gotta-
like that's like just like one
Bro.
Amazing.
bruh. And that's like conversation is one of like the biggest motivators, as Lucas
Yeah,
said.
true.
Like it's a biggest like that's like, and I feel like that's bad when it's in YouTube, since like if you're a small YouTuber, you don't have much of a conversation because it's only like one comment you're getting if you're
Yeah,
a small
true,
YouTuber.
true.
Like you don't get a
I
lot of conversation as a YouTuber, but if you're like even if you're streaming with low viewers, if you have just one viewer that keeps conversation going, it's definitely really motivating. And I think on that note, we can end the podcast now, unless you guys want to add something quickly.
I actually wanted to say something.
Yeah, I want to say a few things.
Yeah, so like what I wanted to say is that also for beginning Twitch streamers, it's so valuable indeed, like Lucas said, to keep yourself entertained and just keep on talking, because if some random streamer, like a viewer, gets in your Twitch chat and you just sit there, stare at the screen, say nothing, that isn't really gonna help you keep viewers aboard. But if you just keep making jokes about what you're doing and stuff like that, it's really, really something that helps. And for me personally, for YouTube, I would just love to grow bigger to help other people out. Like, for example, if I got like a decent audience and I did a Twitch stream and then I ended it, I would love to be able to just rate someone else, or host someone else to like make their day.
I saw
That would personally be very good.
I saw an
That's
interview.
also like
I saw an interview about Mr. Beast talking about his YouTube and his life on YouTube. I guess Anthony Padilla made a video about it. He was from Smosh. He's Mr. Beast said that he invests every single dollar he earns from his videos into his next video, makes it more entertaining and more fun and entertaining, I guess. So I guess that's a good thing you should know.
I mean, yeah, like I see also many people say that having money as like a driving factor is wrong, but it really depends on how you look at that, how you look at the money, and how you actually have the driving factor. Like how do I explain this? Like basically, if you use money as motivation, you have to know how to use that motivation. You can use it in a bad way, as like, I'm not getting any money, so I'm gonna end this because it's not fun because I'm not getting money. Or you can look at money being as a side thing, as a bonus for what you're doing, and then you keep off of that motivation. So I think that's also like a thing people have to keep in mind.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
having money as motivation isn't bad. It's just how you use that.
Yeah, true. Do you guys have something to say, or should we end it here?
I mean, someone here in specific feels like ending it, so I guess.
I mean, I guess it's a time to promote ourselves and our
Yeah,
channels
true.
and stuff. So, I guess Novantic, you go first since you're first on the list.
Yeah. So I'm a Rocket League YouTuber, as I said in the intro. So if you guys want, like, if you guys like Rocket League and any type of gaming, usually, my channel will be in the description, as well as all the others here.
Lucas.
Yeah, I'll probably have my links in the description. I'm not sure who's gonna be editing this thing, but I'm sure
Good
everyone's
luck.
links will be in the description.
I'll try it.
Yeah, like just we're gonna be working on this podcast properly more, so this episode might not be as good compared to the next ones. So if you guys enjoyed this podcast, it would really mean a lot if you could subscribe, and if you have any friends that are looking for a podcast, yeah, you could share them.
And critique
we-
the hell out of us. We need to learn.
Yeah, we strive to make this podcast as good as we can, and we are struggling a little bit for the first episode, but I'm actually having a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's why the
I
podcast is called
personally-
Elevation. We keep going up and up
Yeah.
with our production.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It
That's
was
so.
really fun to work on this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a fun
So
project.
personally for me, I have a gaming channel where I just make videos that I like myself. I try to like get a little more into playthroughs when there's something fun out, and that's it. Basically, my links are probably gonna be in the description too.
So yeah, I'm Quiffy, as you might know from the start of the video, but of the podcast actually. But yeah, my videos are mainly commentary videos. I try to branch out sometimes and make some funny videos that are enjoyable for me and the viewers. And yeah, it was fun for me to be on this podcast actually. I would have expected it to be like more serious, more like the type of boring stuff you see, like, oh yeah, guys, about that one thing that happened. Yeah, crazy, right? That's what I expected at first, but it actually is pretty fun. That's what I can say.
Okay, so I'm Shekel, as you guys know from the intro of the podcast. I do YouTube. I mainly do. I don't know what I do. I haven't uploaded in like 5 months, so I'm not sure. Um, so I guess thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, just as Lucas said, and Navantic and Montu said. Make sure to leave a comment below if you guys want us to talk about any other topics you guys are interested in. Yeah. Slick, your turn.
Hi, youtube.com/null.
Great.
What?
No, this is a really good end to the podcast.
Twitch.tv/NotLucas. Go, 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 go.
YouTube.com/Shackle. Thank you very much.
Shekel234.
UCWC.
Guys, if
I
you
don't
want
know,
to
I have
chat
a
with me,
long-ass
go to
link,
twitch.tv/NotLucas. It's very fun there, better than everyone else here. Okay, guys, bye.
Just look at the description, lol.
Yeah, or
you
just
guys.
go there.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching
Thank you
today.
guys for watching.